So hello everyone, very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to Oliveboard. I am Yash Mishra. So my entire Telegram feed is filled with this message, sir. When is the UBI LBO result is coming? So let me give you one answer so that all your curiosity and everything gets settled down. So the answer is before 26th of January. And how am I assuming this date? So let me tell you. So we are taking the reference of Indian Bank Local Bank Officer exam and UBI. Both of these exams are conducted by IBPS. So the Indian Bank exam, the result was given around 45 to 50 days. They have taken to release the result. So if we talk about the Union Bank LBO, if we take the similar days, so the date is coming somewhere around 20th to 23rd of January. So now since today is 18th of January, weekend has already arrived. So I hope in this weekend they are not going to release the result. Hopeful, है ना? But Monday, that is 20th of January, you might get a news that sir, result has been uploaded on the website. So around 20th till 26th of January, before 26th January, before Republic Day, you are going to get your result. That is the thing here. Okay. Now coming to the most important question. Okay, sir, interview preparation. Many of the students, they are confused in two questions. First about the general strategy, what we should learn, what we should not learn. The second thing is the language. Sir, in which language we are going to give the interview? Because there is also one language proficiency test. Okay, so let's understand very clearly that in which language you are going to give the interview. First of all, remember this exam is local bank officer. Okay, and if you have read the notification very carefully now, if you have read the notification very carefully, it is clearly mentioned mandatory language proficiency. So if you are appearing, first of all, remember you can only fill from one state only. Hai na? If you have read the notification properly, and we have advised you also that you can only fill from one state. So if you are appearing from Andhra, you should know Telugu. Assam, Assamese language, Gujarati, Kannada if you are appearing from Karnataka, Malayalam if you are appearing from Kerala, Marathi if you are appearing from Maharashtra, and so on. So this is mandatory. The word mandatory, it is itself written. Okay. Now there is a catch. Do everyone have to appear for the language proficiency test? I am coming to the mode of the interview language also. Okay. So just see that I am taking all these screenshots now from the official notification. Okay. So first of all, here in the second point is mentioned that the candidate will have to apply for vacancy of one state only. Okay, remember this thing. Then the selected candidates will be posted within the selected state for first 10 years of their service. Alright. Now coming to the third point, the candidate must be proficient. Proficient means reading, writing and speaking. So you can't escape this thing. That sir, I know a little bit of Telugu and I can clear it. You should be proficient. Why? Because it includes reading, writing as well as speaking, and they are going to test you with this LPT. So in this specified local language of the state as per the state-wise vacancy presentable. Now there is one more thing. Let's say if these subjects, let's say Telugu or let's say if you are from Andhra board, Telugu is one of your subject in 10th or 12th, है ना? Then you are exempted to appear. ठीक है, आपको फिर appear नहीं हो. You don't have to appear for this exam because in your mark sheet it is already written that you have Telugu as your one of the subject, or let's say Kannada as one of your subject in your 10th class, right? So one thing here, but the mode of interview, है ना? See, language proficiency test, all three things are required. And now most important thing is speaking, because you are going to become a local bank officer. And if you are posted in Karnataka and if you don't know how to speak Kannada language, then you won't be able to do justice to this job. Because the purpose, the objective, the main thing of a local bank officer is to help a specific area, a specific region and a specific branch. And you should be aware and be very much proficient in that language, right? So here it is written, candidate who produced 10th or 12th standard mark sheet evidencing having studied the specified local language of the applied state as one of the subjects will not be required to undergo the language proficiency test. Clear? So if you are from, let's say, Andhra, and you have this Telugu subject in your 10th or 12th, then you don't have to appear. But remember this thing, they are going to expect, while in the interview they are going to ask you questions, they are going to communicate in the Telugu language. They are not going to speak with you in English, because the language thing is the most important aspect of this job. And that's why the majority of the states you can see here are the southern states: Karnataka, Kerala, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, right? Except Assam, majority of them are from the South India. So language becomes very important. So please don't bluff. Okay, please don't bluff, right? Otherwise you will get caught and they might give you a low score. But remember one thing also, is it the end? Sir, if I don't know the language, will I not be able to clear? Let me give you one more thing here. See these lines. First of all, for the interview, candidates will be called in the ratio of 1:3. It means for 1 seats, they will call 3 students. Alright. It means, let's say there are 1500 seats. So 3 times means 4500 students will be called off. They are going to call them for the interview. Now this is the most important thing, focus here. The total marks of the interview are allocated 100 marks. But remember, the weightage of the interview, it is 80:20. 80 marks is for your online written exam, 80%, and 20% is only for your interview. For example, let's say out of 100, one student has scored 80 marks out of 100. So if we convert it as let's take a 20% weightage, so he or she will be getting somewhere around, let's say, 16 marks. Okay, 20% I am taking, so let's say 16 marks would be added for the interview. If second person is getting 70%, 70 marks out of 100, so if I take the weightage, it would be somewhere around 14 marks. So only 2 marks different. So in interview, there is not much variation. The majority of your result and the final selection would be depending upon your written exam marks. So if you are confident enough that yes, I have done extremely good in my written exam, then 1 seat is fixed for you. Don't worry so much about the interview. First of all, the weightage is very less. The second thing is interview preparation is very simple. Now I will come to that what are the basic things. If you can do that 4 or 5 things, you are going to ace your interview. You don't have to worry about anything. Just 1 or 3 or 4 things are there. If you do it, you are going to ace this interview. 80-90 marks is nowhere. Okay, you can easily get this 80 or 90 marks. Chalo. So what we should do? Now let me tell you. The probable questions. I have created a list of questions regarding different themes. Okay, I have created the entire list. I am going to show you all those questions, and one catch is there. What's the catch? I am not going to give you the answer right now. You will get the answer for all these questions in a PDF file which is available on my Telegram channel, GA by Yash sir. Alright, GA by Yash sir. So do join this Telegram channel. I will upload the PDF today only, just after the session, so that you can read all the questions and answer with that. Now I have divided the entire interview into different segments. First is the general banking knowledge, number 1. And if you are going to read this question and prepare these questions, it is more than enough. Alright. So what are the general banking questions? What is the difference between scheduled and a non-scheduled bank? If you read the second schedule of the RBI Act 1934, you can easily answer it. Explain the different types of bank account. What are CASA accounts, right? What are term deposits, right? Primary and secondary function of bank. This is one of the favorite question across banking, be it IBPS or RB. This is one of the favorite question, right? What is the role of RBI? qualitative control, quantitative credit control. Okay. Then what is NPA, Basel 3, CRR? Like this, I have created around 10 questions. You will get the answer of each question in that PDF which I have uploaded in the Telegram channel. Alright. Now come to the second part. Loan and credit specific questions. That what are the eligibility criteria for personal and business loan? How is credit worthiness of a customer is assessed? What is CIBIL score? Everything you can get from here. All the questions. Answer will be uploaded, you will get in the PDF, and I have created the answer in also a very short form. Okay, short format, so that you can easily revise it. Alright. What is loan restructuring? What is the difference between a loan and a working capital? Like this, what is EMI? These kind of questions they are asking in the interview. Right? Chalo. Third segment is the regulatory and the compliance. What is KYC, eKYC versus CKYC? Okay? What is SARFAESI Act? What are anti-money laundering practices in banking? Then what is Ombudsman scheme? Clear? They can ask you about 1 or 2 features about that. Right? What is the significance of the Banking Regulation Act 1949? There are certain changes also. There are certain amendments. You can prepare them. Clear? Now situation based question, they are going to give you some kind of situation. Let's say if you are in a bank, you are a local bank officer, and you have found out that there are certain accounts, or let's say there is someone who is doing loan fraud. So what should be your course of action? How you should approach that particular situation? Or let's say some customer is very angry, how you are going to handle that particular situation? Okay? So how would you do, what would you do if a customer defaulted on their loan? Okay? What if there is a theft in the bank's locker facility? Like this, I have created some of the most practical situation based question. Okay? So you will be getting all the answer in that particular PDF. Next is the behavioral and situational analysis. As a person, what is your characteristics? What are your values? So how would you handle a high pressure situation? Okay? One favorite question: why do you want to do work as a local banking officer in Union Bank? Why not you are going to choose SBI PO or other exam? Okay? So it is going to check about your personality, what values you have, why you want to join this particular job, why not others. So these kind of questions. Okay? They're going to check about traits of your personality. For example, give an example of a time you managed a challenging customer query or compliance. Okay? These kind of questions, those who are working professional, they can expect these kind of questions. Okay? So don't worry, every answer you will get in that PDF. Next is the current affairs. So what is the current repo rate? How does inflation affect banking industry? There is a recent news that government is trying to change the base rate of WPI from 2011 to 2022. Then there is new term called producer purchase index, producer price index. Then these kind of question, what is the significance of IMF and World Bank? These kind of question they can ask you. All right. Then some technical and financial questions. For example, what is asset liability management? Difference between capital adequacy and liquidity management. All right. So CAR versus SLR, or let's say liquidity coverage ratio. So these kind of things you should know. What is debt to equity? What if the ratio is higher? What would it indicate? What if the ratio is lower? What it is going to indicate? So these kind of questions they might ask you. Okay? So all these questions and the entire answer for all these questions, I have created around 50 questions. Okay? And if you prepare these 50 questions, it is going to give you a good confidence to go and ace the interview. So where you are going to get the entire answer? You will get a combined PDF in my Telegram channel, GA by Yash sir. So do join that Telegram channel. Okay? And now coming to the most important part, please don't worry and get pressurized about the result. Okay? You have to prepare for your interview. Okay? Don't wait for the result. Start your preparation right away. Because it is possible that they will start conducting the interview only 1 week after your result. So you won't be getting sufficient time for doing mock practice and mock interviews and other things. So start preparing. At least prepare these questions and at least enroll in our Union Bank LBO personalized interview guidance program. So Oliveboard have also started this mock interviews. Okay, so you can enroll in the Oliveboard mock interview plan for UBI LBO. Get yourself a proper seat. Interact. There will be 2 interviews. Okay, one with the expert panel. Okay, and one with directly with the banker. Okay, so you will get all those years of experience from those people who have already taken multiple round of interviews in the actual bank. What kind of question you might get, you might expect in the actual interview, they are going to tell you each and everything, right? So do enroll in the Oliveboard UBI LBO interview program. You can get all the details on our app as well as website. So do check it out. Chalo guys, I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have a great day and Jai Hind. So don't forget to join the Telegram channel. Otherwise, you won't be getting the answer for these questions. Okay? Chalo, take care.